Natural philosophy, urban planning, maneuver, conscription. Yep. That's all great. Perfect stuff. Okay, I think Warlord's Throne has got to be the one for me this game. Natural philosophy has got me up to 74 science per turn. I am in the top rank. Only Australia that I know of is better at science than I am. So that's, again, a good sign. I think the best person for another governor would probably be Moksha, because I can get the promotion to lay on hands with Moksha, and it's very, very good. Laying on of hands. All governors' units heal fully in 1 turn. Now, do I need that right now? Is that what I need? It would help. It would help, but I think actually Victor getting Garrison Commander is better because that would give the extra loyalty. So there is castles. Okay, Trebuchet. I've got the aqueduct sorted now. That's all great. So we can go and do it. We can go and build it for ourselves. That's just this city did it. It's a really random city to build one in. Why did you do that, Ryan? Why? Trebuchets are going to be so much fun. Oh, looking forward to it already. You can despise me all you want. You've already signed up to 33 gold per turn's worth of trade deals. Oh, I like that. I just sort of sneak them in before they can hate me too much. I've got catapults being built, but trebuchets are going to take precedence once we get it. 45 bombard strength is going to make a big difference. A big difference. In fact, in comes Lord Sucklington and a man-at-arms and another man-at-arms. There we go. We like our men with arms. They're pretty effective. Let's just go steal that. Thank you so much. Nice little settler for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the old Floodorino tactic where I just throw things in the general direction of the Australians and hope that there's so many targets they won't actually know which ones to shoot. It's a surprisingly effective tactic. It's sort of like a Soviet tactic. Just throw bodies. Guns? Ha! We don't need guns, just more bodies. It'll do fine. Okay. So, they do about 40 damage to a horseman, which means they can absolutely annihilate it. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Never mind. We knew we were going to have at least one death. I didn't think it would happen quite so quickly, but that's fine. Is this a golden age? Oh, that'll help. That will help a lot. Oh, yes. And Australia's in a dark age. That will help even more. Right. Let's think about this. I have 19.7 faith per turn, 86 gold per turn. So, okay, that's the sort of stacks we've got. We only have 1 harbour, so I could get some science from my harbour, but that's kind of it. Penbrush and Voice would give me a bunch of culture, and that's probably my weakest point right now. Exodus of the Evangelists would be good, but all the religions have been taken so far, and Monumentality is always good for settlers, but you can see it would be more for builders I would be getting it, because apart from settling into the Sahara, I'm doing okay in terms of land. So it's mainly what would help with the war. What would help with our jolly war? I think actually getting harbours is probably not a bad idea. So it's, yeah, do I get science or do I get culture? I've already got quite a lot of science. Quite a lot of science. So you know what, I'm going to go Penbrush and Voice. I've got 20 culture as it is. I'm hoping this will give me, quite correct, more 32. So that's giving me 60% more culture. That's awesome. I think that was worth it. I really do. Now that we're in the medieval era as well, we can get Rising Hunger, which lets me have a second vampire, and I can start to think about constructing vampire castles, which are amazing buildings. That is something we're going to have to really think about. Now, this is only ancient walls. That's good. I think I need to actually destroy this encampment pretty effectively now. Unfortunately, vampires don't get affected. They do not get affected by siege equipment, so this is kind of a little bit annoying, but we'll just have to deal with this as we can, really. So they're attacking me in various places. Their swordsman, I thought, would suicide onto me for a second. Don't know why I thought that. Kind of wishful thinking, I think, was probably the thing. There's another settler. Oh, Australia, you shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. Great people wise, I'm just going to say let's go for double artists. Sorry, writers, I should say, because that's quite good fun. And then we're going to go for scientific city-states, although it doesn't really matter. Again, we've only got 1 vote, and this is a 50-player game, so the chances of me influencing this are negligible. Admirals and culture city-states. Okay, that's good. We've got a trebuchet now. 16 turns until that's finished. Oof, never mind. Feel like until that happens, we're going to have to make our own fun. Just heal yourself, Lord Sucklington. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, 0 to hero in 1 pillage. That's pretty effective. Let's get this crossbow to shooty shoot. And then we'll get the man-at-arms to attack like so into the encampment. And then, oh, it's so close. So close. Next turn we'll be able to finish that off. Oh my word, we've just found everyone. Look at this. Norway, Aztecs, Mapuche, Scotland, Canada, Persia, Portugal. Oh, that's a lot of people to meet all in one go. I sense an emergency is just kicked off somewhere, and I'm probably not going to be on the good side of it. No, look at all these emergencies. Military emergencies passed. Oh dear. Okay, well, everyone's kind of gone for it there. Now, nobody is going to like me because I am literally the pariah of the world, but this is a great opportunity to get a little bit of trading off before anyone can remember why they hate me. I'm just going to sell off all of my strategics that I can get hold of. You can see already my gold pattern is doing very nice. Open borders. Nope, nobody's going to want to buy those. What about luxuries though? Silver. Is that it? Is that it? Is that all that everyone's got? You got to be kidding me. Oh, how disappointing. Okay, nobody's told me where they live, which is probably for the best. But how many people know Australia? Quite a few. Now, I'm not doing the joint war glitch. I only do that, oh, I should say glitch, the exploit where you can get lots of gold from doing joint wars. I only do that when I'm on Deity++ because that mode is ridiculous. But for now, this is fine. Join ongoing war. Nobody wants to join in my war. How boring. Oh, how boring. Never mind. But my men-at-arms should be able to do this if I'm lucky. Hang on. What I want to do is I really want to switch Lord Sucklington into that tile, if I can help it. But I could, I guess, move my man-at-arms back a tile. It just depends on where the best game is going to be. Let me have a think about this. If I move, yeah, I'm going to have to move you back 1, move you down, and then we'll go. So I can make this be attack, and then this be attack. That kills the crossbow, takes the encampment down, so we've got 1 less district to deal with. And now Lord Sucklington can have a little bit of a snack on that swordsman. Delish. Here's my first trebuchet though. Okay, I'm hoping, just pulling that up, we can do some decent damage. It's pretty strong. It will help a lot. Oh, that almost killed the man-at-arms, but it was worth it because it didn't get killed. Can I kill the swordsman with my crossbow? Yes, I can. Another meal for Lord Sucklington. In fact, actually, he can come round and just gobble up the settler and the swordsman. Meeting Gaul at the same time. Hello, don't mind me. I'm just doing my thing. It's okay. Do you want any of my strategics, Gaul? Oh, they do. Lovely stuff. Oh, look, the raid card. It's my favourite. It is my favourite card. I'm going to just replace them to get Ilkham again. But, oh, pillaging. Pillaging is the best economy that you can get in Civ 6. It is so powerful. It is so effective. You need to be pillaging all that you can. Like, it's just so good. I just wait while everyone denounces me. Everyone's going to denounce me at the same time here. But yeah, it just means that you can pull away. Like, there's a campus with a library there that I can just destroy. It's so much better to do that than to actually, like, build the things yourself. Why tech up when you can just steal someone else's tech? These are the things that you need to think about. Oh, hello. Oh, yes, of course, that city-state I'm at war with. Interesting. This horseman, for instance, is an absolute legend because it can go a sploosh, with 2 movement to do 2 pillages, and it's now got enough movement to then run off into the distance and go and explore. I think this is Egypt's land, though. Are we 2 cities left? So there's an Australian city. I'm just going to send a horseman down here to go and explore and see where it is. Oh, Warlord's Throne. It's been finished. Okay, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. I can't build any more horses very quickly anymore. Well, rubbish. Of course, that's because they're now not cheap enough. So I've got to actually go and get monarchy. Too busy getting defensive tactics to get to feudalism. God, my culture is poor. It's not very good at all. Rising hunger, though. We have the second vampire. Oh, it's going to take a long time for this vampire to level up to the same degree. But, straight off our last Roman game, I'm going to call this vampire Bigger Succus. Because that's exactly what they do. Om nom nom. I'm going to send them south to feast on some barbarians first. Now, we also have 2 vampire castles that I need to think about putting down. Ideally, a vampire castle needs to be surrounded by 6 improved tiles that are very good, and I'd also like it to be near the front line if possible, so if my vampires die, I haven't got to shuttle them about 7 million tiles back to the front line. Sort of a quality of life thing rather than an optimization thing, but that's kind of where I am with that one. I'm also just thinking about this. I'm going to take this city down. I'm going to kill this city with rock and roll. I mean, it looks like they built this city on rock and roll rather than anything else, but if I take this one, I'm going to make peace of Australia because there's no way they're going to be able to hold on to their other city. The Aztecs do not mind my war weariness and my warmongering, and Canada again is doing the useful Canada thing of just being my friend. They never like denouncing you because obviously Canada's skill is that unless you've denounced them, you can't declare surprise wars on them. So the AI is coded as such to be like, well, if I never denounce anybody, then no one can ever go to war with me, right? And it sort of looks at you and goes, right? And you're like, no, Canada, no, it's not entirely how it works, but sure. I'm afraid, Lord Sucklington, you might have to walk in here to get the kill. Sorry about that, but it's good fun. I don't think I actually got the 30 health from killing a galley there, which is a bit annoying. I mean, the galley was in there and it got destroyed, but I guess it was sort of more a tangential killing than anything else. So he's on 66 at the moment, plus 18 from units that have died near. Oh, so he's already fighting with the strength of an army. That's good fun. Make peace with Australia. Very good. Right, perfect. Peace has been served. Haha. And now we basically simply wait until Australia folds, which they're going to do very soon. Okay, I was going to get open borders with them, but there's no point. Next target, I believe, has got to be Egypt because, well, Egypt's right here. There's very little other reason for it. Poor Egypt. Look at my little North African empire. It's amazing. I'm thinking about chopping through these city-states and taking them over. It would be satisfying to do, but I would probably start a couple of emergencies doing that, and I don't know if I could be bothered with all those emergencies. That's the only reason why I wouldn't do it. The only reason. The barbs have flippin' taken out that. That's really annoying. Never mind. I think if we go for monarchy could be good fun. Getting chivalry and getting some more policy slots would be awesome. I am building walls in various cities actually, and now that I've stuck limes in, I probably should do it in most of my cities if I can get away with it. Yeah, I always forget to do ancient walls, and it's always so worth doing because of the housing you get when you do go into monarchy. So we're just going to put this very quickly. It's never one that's fun, building walls, but you have to do it from time to time. Next up, I think Pingala's got to go for researcher, I believe, because I need some good old tech to be getting these magnificent late game horses. Probably should be getting boats as well, actually, thinking about it. A navy would be useful to pressure Egypt from the other direction if I'm going to be traveling that way. Man, there's so many things I need to buy. So many things, but that's good fun. It means the empire's functioning well if I've got this many sort of like different parts that I could improve my army with. Oh, turn 100 and I got to 90 science. Not quite 100 by 100, but pretty close considering how crazily at war we've been in this game. So there's one Egyptian galley. How much army have they actually got? 200. It's almost a bit weak. I kind of want them to have more because I can then feed my vampires nicely. Bigger succus. Do you mind just dispensing with that scout? Oh, come on, 96. Ugh. Ooh, do I want to get the reputation for lying to people? Yes. Lying is cool. That's what all the cool kids do. There is a 37 strength city with no walls. There's a swordsman in it. My coursers do some damage. My trebuchets would do even more. I station one on this tile, one on this tile, and I can go one. No, I'm into two. That would be enough. I think that would be a good set of placements for me. I'm slowly upgrading my units. I'm upgrading my coursers first because they are so nimble and they can pillage. I would get a lot more back for my buck. Oh no, what's this? The formal war? Oh, that's unexpected with Egypt. How could anyone have seen that coming? Dear oh dear. Okay, now that city does have an ancient wall, so we've got to be a little bit careful about that one, but I've got my two trebuchets now set up very nicely. I've got coursers, but they're going to run through really quickly. These are my depredation coursers, so I believe 280 gold or 2 turns before I really start to pillage. Just trying to think of the best thing to do. Do I come in and just flank the city immediately? That could be good. Actually, I'm just going to steal this builder and then we'll get to that in a second. But I can just use the coursers to flank very quickly and sort of go from there. I believe if I go to this theatre square and pillage for 90 culture, perfect. That gives me feudalism. Feudalism means I can put serfdom in. Limes is useful, but for now I'm just going to pick up, where is it, raid again for conscription. I like limes. Limes is good. We don't mind that. Okay, perfect. So that is great. Now I can just continue pillaging. So feudalism was a good one, but mercenaries would let me upgrade my units for the cheap. Oh yeah, that was a big pillage, and bam, extra gold on that one as well. Where's my the depredation? Here you are. So you could go in and just again run to that theatre square, and bam, there's mercenaries. I can't change it twice in the same turn, but never mind. That will help me to get civil service quickly. Do I have a 10 pop city? I feel like I should have a 10 pop city, but I guess I've been warring, so I've been taking the population off my cities too quickly. That's not such a thing. Oh, look at that civil service. This is great. Oh, wonderful. And then Lord Sucklington can just heal up before we advance. And now, as you can see, we can attack this city twice. I can use my corsair, there we go, to just pin it in, and we can move you to there, move you to there, and then go 1 attack, 2 attack, and okay, next turn we can take that city. Easy. So the Egyptians have brought chariot archers. Okay, so they do have units. They're not very powerful units, but they are powerful enough to nip a little bit of my corsair. That was about 20 damage it did there. They're sort of like somewhere between archers and crossbows, but they had just a bit more maneuverability. Just got to keep an eye on them. There is Batna, however, and it's loyal. Already, perfect. Didn't have to do anything. Mali, and they have 288 gold. I'm really hoping, really hoping that we can make a good deal with them before, again, they denounce me. It's unlikely, but you never know. Got 116 gold coming in from deals at the moment, and that is all just genuinely selling strategic resources and other bits and pieces like it. Just got the professional army card as well, so I can start to actually upgrade my units into pretty useful things now, which is cool. Got some barb problems down south, but again, it's all just good for bigger suckers. Oh, I forget how good trebuchets are. Oh, when you get them going, it's the right stage of the game. They are brilliant. Okay, the walls of this city are beginning to disintegrate to a lovely extent. I'm thinking we can probably finish this city off, but I quite like Lord Sucklington to make his way over to another fight. To sort of stay over here, keep an eye on this city, and then go elsewhere as he's needed to. But I'm just trying to think about whether or not we're going to have enough strength to take this city down just with the attacks without using Lord Sucklington. I think actually I might just have to be a bit patient and attack once there. That takes a huge amount of the walls down, and then we can go 1, 2, like that, and the city's mine. Tasty. Oh, I love being in golden ages when I fight. It makes it so much easier. And that is +7 for this vampire. Almost done a full tour. We can go back to the front lines in a different way. Oh, coursers. At least coursers can run a bit faster on my own roads. Still, we are a long way from home. My capital needs to get a little better now. Let's get that campus fixed. We're on 107 science. We haven't really gone anywhere in the last 10 turns because I've kind of been having like evil barbarians nipping at my sides. Sucklington, however, has made his way over to Gabe's. Just going to have a little peek over here and see what's happening. See what he can get up to. Judaism. Who has spawned this religion in? Mali. Okay, +1 gold to trade routes for each holy site district and holy site building in the origin city. Interesting. Not very useful for me, that, but you never know. You never know. That's going to keep the city. Rebellion in 14 turns. We've got Gabe's. This is a fantastic city for me to take if I can pinch it, but what I want to do is get the barb kills with Lord Sucklington next to them as well, because that would be a really handy pickup for me. Alas, I don't think I can get away with that one, so we're going to have to just take it one step at a time. So let's instead go for the attack there, and then Sucklington can come in and kill the units like so. Very good. And I'm going to pull my other units back because there's some barbs to kill, and he currently has 0 from barbs, so there's a lot of feasting to be done there. Where do the barbarians think they're going? No, I was about to enjoy this little route to chase them down. Okay, this is better. This is better. Okay, we can get the kills using these units now. Lord Sucklington, just stand on top of this hill for me, please. Thank you so much. Look proud, look intimidating, look fearful. Just be yourself. I believe that is Egypt out. So we have so far pushed through 3 separate people. Australia have frustratingly still survived. Like, the loyalty has not disappeared from this part of the map just yet, and I am a little bit frustrated considering they are in a dark age. I mean, I do have some very low population cities around them, so it's not really the best cities to be putting that sort of pressure on, but still, you'd hope they would have disappeared by now. So here's Gaul. How's Gaul doing in this game? They are 8 cities, 34 population, and 224 military strength, so pretty decent actually. I've got to be a little bit careful. Now I'm only 1 tech away now from getting military science, which gives me 62 and 65 strength units. Pretty impressive. That will help my vampires become even stronger. Again, Lord Sucklington makes his way down into the barb camp, surveys the scene as barbs all around them just get continually shot to pieces. The Corsair runs up the hill to kill that unit. He goes, yes, okay, I can do this, and we'll go and eat that horse. Move round. Another barb dead. Oh, it's all good. How much have we got? We've got +6 from vampires now. That's awesome. Now, are we trading with Gaul at all? No, we're not. We're not at all, and they're not allied to anybody, so I think formal wartime. Super sorry, Gaul, but I think we all knew that was going to happen at some point. Really, the only reason I was doing it is to go and kill this barb from your land, so really they should be thanking me. The barbs actually ran into my vampire for me. That's so kind of them. Okay, monarchy time. And the first thing we do is put in oligarchic legacy because they make our vampires stronger. Professional army, we're still upgrading units, and we're going to need that one in a second. Raid is obviously very important as well. Now conscription, yeah, just 1 raid will probably give you as much gold as like 5 or 6 turns of that card. So I always prefer to have raid in if we are at war, and of course we are at war, so that's all great. First envoy counts as 2. I'm just going to stick that in briefly because 1, 2, 3, and there we go. The city-state is now mine, so that's a thing. And now I can use my faith to buy in units, which are Nyang units. They are only 25 strength unless I have an encampment somewhere, which I do, with barracks in it, so they would be a little stronger, but they wouldn't be crazy strong. So maybe I don't want them just yet, but they are good late game. I see, I do this every game. Vampire castles. Vampire castles. Right, this is already a fantastic place to put one. Hang on, there it is. Bump. I just need to improve this tile there, that tile there, and that tile there, and it will be like 12 food and a bunch of production. So that'll be huge for my capital. So I think the best way of doing that is probably just to get my vampire over. Just thinking actually a second vampire castle would be good around here as well if I could find an equivalent point. There's some extra science. Maybe this would be a good place to do it. That's not a bad little location as well. I always do this thing where I look for the perfect vampire castle spots and then get so frustrated that it's not perfect that I then forget to build it entirely. So it's always better to have a sort of semi-decent one than to not have one at all. There you go. This would be good. I mean, I can just stick a mine down there and a mine down there. Just got to remember to put the improvements down before. There we go. So there's one of the builders that will be required to do it, and there is a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Lord Sucklington back temporarily. Oh, 8 turns to go and do that. You know what? No, he's too busy. He's too busy. It's going to be the work of Biggest Succus. So you are going to come and there we go, 14 turns. Oh, blimey. I think once we've got military science out of the way, we've got to beeline railroads because this is silly. Oh look, a knight seems to have ventured out of the city. Oh dear, Lord Sucklington is not best pleased. Kill it, it says. Kill it dead. I wish not look at it any longer. And I'm like, yeah, sure, go on, man. Oh, loyalty-wise. Okay, taking Gaul cities is not as big a problem as I feared it might be. Sure, they do have knights wandering around, so I do have to be a bit careful. But so far, so good. Now, I think I might go and settle on this little Mediterranean island there. My first city not on Africa, which is always exciting. Lord Sucklington is so powerful now. That was almost a one-hit of a knight I could do there. Like, without any other troops needing to be kind of involved. It was frighteningly good. Now, Gaul is always annoying because they have their oppidum districts, which are like industrial zones, but they get to ranged attack with them, which I just think is ridiculous when you have to fight it, and amazing when it's my ability. I'm very two-faced about it. I'm not even ashamed. Oh, there's a Gaul galley. Yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of, but it's fine. Oh, it's Sicily. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, that's cool. So hopefully we won't meet someone on Italy soon, but we probably will. I don't know what's going on in Australian land there, but if they don't lose that city soon, I'm going to be very, very frustrated. It looks like their science is going down. It was on 20-something before, and now it's 17. So I trust that Australian city is going to fall, because annoyingly, they culture bombed like that pasture and stole all my mountains. The mountains are useless. I don't need them, but it's kind of just the principle of it. Like I got irrationally annoyed by it. So we know that Gaul has a nasty ranged attack. Nasty ranged attack. They seem to be able to destroy things like coursers very quickly. Ideally, what I don't want to do is leave too many units in the space where they can get hit by 2 attacks in a single turn. That's not very good. I'm also prioritizing on sending settlers to niter-rich pieces of the desert. Niter is by far my weakest resource accumulation. I've got 24 horses and 16 iron coming in per turn. Everything else is just not good enough. Oh, fighting through all these city-states is difficult enough, but look, there's some niter down there, and there was a double, yeah, there we go, look, a double portion down there as well. So there's lots of niter to do. I just need to find it all and dig it, because I really, really want line infantry. Ooh, I was about to pillage that hill, and that would not be a good place to stand. Blimey, Gaul have a lot of walls. A lot of medieval walls as well. Ugh. Of course, there was bombarded by an enemy encampment doing 11 damage. Okay, that's not as bad as I feared it might be. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We might be able to just about hold back the Gaul surge, but they do have a knight. Luckily, I've got crossbows. I've actually got quite a varied army down there, which is awesome. I'm also having quite a lot of fun sending single men-at-arms into the desert. They're quite powerful. And of course, they heal themselves as they kill things, so it's quite amusing, really. 1 attack, 2 attack, and can my Corsair kill the knight? It can. It would level up if we'd get some health, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just going to back you off and give you pursuit. I can't risk my very high level Corsairs dying here, but this one, however, that would be legit. There we go, look at that. The healing just makes everything worth it. Now, Lord Sucklington, next to the city you go. Thank you so much. We'll get the men-at-arms to come round this tray bucket. Actually, I'm going to move it to where that Corsair is stood, so let's just move it in. I'm a little bit reassured by how little damage the Corsairs are taking from these ranged attacks, so I think I might just sort of bring them in and siege the city as best I can, although unfortunately, I will have to leave myself in range of this attack, but I think it's fine. I think this is probably worth it. Let's just do this. City is sieged, so when I get Lord Sucklington to attack, perfect. Good stuff. Here we go. I believe this is Sicily settled. And my first... Okay, that's not Europe. I thought this would be my first settlement in Europe, but I don't believe Europe is a thing like it should be. Kalahari. Okay, sure. Well, whatever it is, it's glorious. More governors, and I think culture is my big weakness at the moment, so we'll give myself just a little bit more in my capital. Agadir, it's not even my best city, but I like keeping it in my capital. Pingala, he's never quite right in like, I mean, I guess he would probably be better in Fez, really. Is it probably best to put him in Fez? It probably is. Ugh. I just was about to give this whole speech about how I kind of like having them in the capital, even if it's not my best city, but I'm going to put them in the best city because I am just a failure. So the man-at-arms can do significant damage to this city, which is good. It's still sieged, and Lord Sucklington, oh, yes, yes. Unfortunately, as I said before, vampires don't get the benefit of siege towers or battering rams, so they're a little bit weak on that front, but I think if we just lower the city just a smidge more, we've got loads of farms to heal up on in a second. Lord Sucklington can, there we go, just nibble at the walls a little further. Lovely, lovely. Cavalry, line infantry, we have it all. We have it all. And with that, I believe I still have professional army in. I do. With that, I can produce some amazing units. Only 135 gold to upgrade to cavalry, but now Lord Sucklington has 62 base strength and is attacking with 96 power. He doesn't even need to attack though. He's just going to stand and feast whilst my army does the dirty work for me. Ah yes, do the dirty work for me. I'm just going to steal as much of this help health as I need, and then get these units to attack. Look at that, lovely. City is mine. Oh, thank you so much. Where was my governor? Moksha. Right. Actually, Victor as well is kind of in the wrong place. So get Victor there. And then as I take more and more of these very low population desert cities, hopefully loyalty will remain not a problem. But, line infantry. Now, we can't do live infantry just yet because we've got no niter. But cavalry, we have the option to get quite a bit of cavalry. This is going to be delicious. Has a little bit more maintenance cost. Yeah, 4 more per turn, but an equivalent courser. Yeah, so it's expensive. We really need to look to get our gold a little bit higher. There's a lot of mines for me to steal though, and the cavalry is going to make stealing mines a lot easier than it was a few seconds ago, but we've got to make sure we're doing this properly. Let's get the trebuchet there, get it crew weapons, and we can start attacking that oppidum. That'll be lovely. That's for Jebel Barkal, by the way. That's one of the best desert wonders. I can't think of any better desert wonders. No, I think that is the best desert wonder. I can't think of any others. Shame. You'd think there would be better wonders in the desert in Civ 6, wouldn't you? Just a glaring hole in the game format there. Never mind. Oh my god, it turned out to be a triple niter spot down here. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, this is going to be a settlement and a half. Oh, apparently an oppidum only does 13 damage to my tray bucket. Oh, that's wonderful. That means we can actually use them as very effective siege weaponry. Although, okay, my idea of siege weaponry at the moment is basically just throw cavalry at brick walls until the brick wall comes down. So far it's worked quite well for me. It's not a bad strategy. Here is the gold. Okay, basically pillaging is now become like priority number 1. I don't want any unupgraded units, and I need to be able to have the economy to be able to sort of keep them all happy. So yeah, upgrading all units at all points is wonderful. Cavalry is super strong, and yeah, just pillage, 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 pillage. I have found a barbarian settler in the southern tip of Italy, but unfortunately, I think it's about to jump into the sea, which is a little bit unfortunate. And also, unfortunately, Persia look like they're going to settle it soon as well. Oh no! I left the siege tower out. Oh, you idiot. I like the way that Gaul are so desperate to get that siege tower kill that they're willing to actually sacrifice the knight, because there's no way it's going to survive there. There's no way on earth that would survive there. But it was like, you know what? Killing that siege tower, worth it. Oh, the pyramids are there. Gaul's capital it's got some, they've got loads of wonders actually. Loads of treats. So there's a knight killed next to Lord Sucklington. Move down, just slowly. In fact, actually, I can double move if I then attack and kill. 104 strength, you say? Om nom 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 nom. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's just so strong. Oh, I love it. I love it. My first source of niter done. The first of many, hopefully. This courser is basically going to just stay in this city and guard the niter, but 3 sources just on 1. That's amazing. I can actually afford builders to come and fix all this stuff as well, which is awesome. Oh yeah, like the addition of niter is just the last thing I needed to really, really cement this as like the most amazing little desert empire I've found. It's amazing. I would like to build in city centres, and I would love it if people sent me trade routes. Yay for democracy! I only have 1 vote in democracy. It doesn't feel very democratic. City centre. On Canada. Okay. Sending trade routes to Canada is a good thing. That's not actually a bad move. Canada's normally my friend in the game anyway, so we'll stick with that. This is what I like to call AI bashing a city, where you take AI friendly strategies like, oh look, it's a wall. Charge cavalry at a city. And note how it did hardly anything. Yep, that's basically my war strategy right now. Lord Sucklington is doing much better. Just by himself, he's doing pretty much all of the damage that you could be expected to do. Like, he's amazing. Oh my lord, the barbarians. They don't like the fact that I've just taken over all the niter in the desert, and they are getting angry. Oh no. Oh no, everybody retreat. Everybody retreat at full speed. We must be able to finish this city off soon, you'd hope. Actually promoting the unit might jeopardize my chance of actually taking the city, so let's just try this through. No, actually it doesn't matter at all. Okay, that's cool, but look, cavalry is now 3. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-ba-bum-bum. Go and have a run around and see what's going on. Pyramids is going to be such a nice pickup for me. Minor victory. Well, it's good to know that my miners are doing well in this. Oh, I'm funny. Right, that's the first of these sort of desert ones, but that is the Jebel Barkal taken. Now that will give me a bunch of extra iron and faith. It's only going to get better and better and better as I take all of the cities around it. So that's cool. Ooh, 2 more knights. Oh, Lord Sucklington, pull yourself away from this city. There are people to consume. Num 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 num. Tasty, tasty units to consume. In fact, actually, this cavalry can just go. Oh, it doesn't quite finish it off, but the man-at-arms can. Lovely. And then you pull yourself down to there. And then this cavalry. Oh, that's injured. That's fine. But this one can feast and heal. Look at that. Lovely. 2 more kills. So far, we have managed to accumulate the grand total of 8 barbarian kills and 25 regular kills. That's plus 33 on all attacks. And I feel like you can all agree with me when I say that we are only getting started. Oh, thank goodness. Australia is finally gone. Oh, it took far too long. Far too long, but at least it's done now. I realised also we can't actually upgrade to line infantry because I haven't got muskets yet. Isn't that weird? I like how you can upgrade, you can't upgrade beyond it. It's like, well, can we give these people guns? Well, you know, we could give them guns, but we don't really know what pea shooters are. So let's just take it one step at a time, shall we? It's like, okay, right, I enjoy that sort of rationale of being super safe about it all. Terracotta army as well. Goodness me, Gaul, you have been producing some wonders. A lot of wonders, wow. They've actually got quite a lot of this coast. They settled in a terrible place for Gaul. I am impressed that AI even did this well, being honest. Like, that is not a Gaul-friendly start. Oh, I know why I'd left Pingala in my capital, even though it wasn't my best city. I was just about to get a vampire castle. I'm an idiot. Right. Okay, well, I'm glad you've got settled there in Fez, Pingala, because you're about to get moved again. Off you pop. Back to home. Okay, right, this is the first vampire castle. I've got improvements all around it. They're as good as they can get for now. Bam. It's not the best vampire castle you'll ever seen, but it's 18 production, 18 food, 2 faith. It's pretty good. And once that all clonks into the capital, you'll see, look at that, it's starting to grow nicely already. Perfect. You love to see it. You love to see it. In fact, actually, Visselbanken, we're time to get Visselbanken in now as well. Perfect. Oligarchic Legacy, Professional Army is good. Raid is good. I don't think I need to do much upgrading for now, so let's get Conscription back just to try and save myself a little bit of gold for the time being, and then we'll go from there. Next Vampire Castle, Biggest Succus. You're going over here. It's going to take 13 turns. Oh, I need railroads. I need railroads really quick. A CAD. Oh, melee and anti-cavalry unit attacks do full damage to walls. That is a handy promotion if you can pick it up. Now, how far round has Gaul got? It might be the limit of their empire here. How many cities have they got? 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we've found pretty much the entirety of the Gaul Empire, the Gaelic Empire. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So far my expansion, it's slow, it's steady, it's metronomic, but it's beautiful. Oh, a spearman just charged my vampire that healed it and powered it up. Thank you. I feel like the game may actually be trying to help me here. 1 more city taken over to the west. Perfect. My cavalry are looking super injured. They have just been bashing their faces against enemy walls for some time now, but luckily for me, Lord Sucklington is on the march, and he's doing mighty well all by himself. Another knight. Oh, tasty. Tasty. Lord Sucklington enjoyed that feast. He certainly did. Another kill for Lord Sucklington. Very good. He's really revving up with power now. Oh, 103 attack against the city, and he's injured. Yeah, that's it's pretty decent. China, of only 41 science, but 154 culture. That is by far the most we've seen from an AI so far. Now, again, just trying to get some cheeky little deals in. I'm not going to sell my Snyder, actually. Thinking about it, I'm just about to get a good line infantry upgrade on the front lines. We don't want to do that just yet, but it looks like China didn't really have a huge amount for me to trade, unfortunately. Apart from some diamonds. Oh, you have much, but I do not. Well, start trading with me then, you know? Don't be like that. Now, I assume that the high gold and culture income is coming from the fact that they are just spawning great wall tiles. Oh, declared friend. I actually managed to get a friendship with them. I just offered it randomly. and it looks like they accepted it, even though they like me minus 23. I didn't even notice them accept it. That's brilliant. We have just met the entire world. I think that's an emergency that's just happened there. I'm not going to show you all of this, but Sumeria, Arabia, Babylon, Congo, Brazil, France, England, Indonesia, Sweden, the Netherlands, Greece, Ethiopia, Japan, Ottomans, Vietnam. It's kind of sad that I've got to the point in my life where I can just look at all of those portraits, really small portraits, and just rattle it off like that. Like, oh, what happened to me? What happened to me? Wow, what a turn. What a turn. What I'm hoping is that I can do some pretty decent trading with the world briefly, again, before they discover that I'm a despicable human being. It's often the case that I can get away with it. So I managed to buy a couple more great works of writing, which I'm doing because they're providing 14 science to me per turn. Very good thing about having Anshan on side. Lovely stuff. But yeah, the world was pretty happy to see me. I can't promise that they will stay happy to see me once they know what I'm doing. But, you know, that's just something that we'll have to get to later down the line. Line inventory. Boom! That is actually an upgrade for Lord Sucklington. 65 base strength as opposed to 62 now. So, you know, we got better. We got there. This is roughly where everyone is, by the way. They're all up in what could be the absolute destructive super forest of the northeast. It's normally what happens on this map. Looking forward to seeing it. Should be a bit of a laugh. Now, because the emergency happened a turn before the world went into a new era, I'm expecting everyone to be in a golden age right now. Yeah, look at that. Everyone would have got a huge surge of era score just from meeting everybody there, so I'm not surprised about that at all. Monumentality would be useful. I'm just trying to think about what would improve my empire the most right now, and having traders that don't get pillaged is a good thing, but I've got a huge amount of spare faith right now, and I could get settling. More importantly, I could just start getting builders everywhere. Builders would help me to expand a bit. I mean, if we look at the continent split of the map, this is all still Africa. Of course it is. So unless I was planning on settling into Europe like mad, Hixumpter is not going to do me very good. So monumentality, it is. Plus I do like having builders that can actually move around the map. It's pretty handy, I won't lie. With only 185 faith for a builder, and they're all 5 charges, I can afford to get quite a few, although I'm just going to hold off until I get the pyramids. Then all my builders will have an extra charge. One more city taken by Lord Sucklington. Very nice. Very nice. We've done good work here. Whoa, have you seen how many... Oh my word, how many civilizations have got diplomats within that city-state? 17 of them. That is going to be one hotly contested city-state. Wow. Okay, now one thing to keep an eye on is we've seen games before where city-states are at a premium and the AI will throw all these Amanis in and all of them will have huge negative loyalty pressures kicking out of them, because what you can do is promote her a few times to, where is it? Here we go, Emissary. All other cities within 9 tiles not owned by you lose 2 loyalty per turn. She, especially when there's 17 of her, that would be minus 34 strength, so we do need to keep an eye out for that one. Oh, that's Australia's final city. It's finally flipped to us. It's taken us above 200 science per turn. That is a lovely pickup. Look at this city. Glorious. Even got some luxuries for me. It's got... I mean, that's a great campus, but I really wish you'd put it there, but never mind. I managed to actually sneak around the back and take Benghazi. What's it called in a golden age? Yeah, it is. I might not be able to hold on to this city, but I'm quite proud of myself for just doing that. Haha. Naval invasion with some trebuchets. Victor, you just jump into there for me. Thank you so much. I think this city was doing fine without you. Yeah, they're all doing fine without you. Perfect stuff. Halicarnassus. I built it because I managed to purchase one of the engineers with faith that boosted wonders, and I was like, come on, we can have another charge of that. That sounds awesome. So there we go. I built my first wonder. I actually built that one. I didn't steal it. Ooh! I do love that it's the sort of game where that is a celebration in itself. Oh, Ursa didn't steal something. Huzzah! And again, let's fight this city the old-fashioned way by just smashing our faces against it. Ah, yes. What a wonderful day. What do you all reckon? Industrialization time? I think so, because then steam power gives us railroads and oh my goodness, we can get out of this mess quickly. Oh, I need railroads. My empire is so big. It's so beautiful, but it's so big. And that is what he said. Oh dear. Have I got a tasty surprise for you all? Da-da-da! It's an ironclad! It's got 70 strength. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doop. Don't mind me as I flatten you. Does that give? Yes, it gives Lord Sucklington 70 strength as well. Of course it does. He is the epitome of perfection. Ironclad attack, cavalry attack, and that is Gaul's capital taken, which gives me the pyramids. So now is the opportunity for me to build 6 charge builders. Lovely stuff. Oh, I'm basically going to focus on a couple of sort of war hit places. There's actually a 5 charge builder there. This one's fixing everything. Okay, so we've got builders in these areas. Maybe I'll throw one in and around my capital just to make sure it's got the housing that it needs. Oh, I can't do that because of the great engineer. Fine, I'll pop it there instead of moving the engineer. That would be, I mean, it's too lazy. Fez is an amazing city as well, so I'll boost that. And then this one I took from Australia. Good. Oh, well, that is a good use of faith. I need to just get that going as well. Oh, I've got another settler. I was thinking about going to settle towards the Niter in that direction. That could be fun. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalax, Deadboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brown Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, and Nim. Thank you all for your support and everybody for the interaction on the videos. It is helping me to slay the algorithm monster and to do this full time. Thank you all. See you next time.